Okay, here we go. Well, I was just walking by and I thought, why don't I do a live Food Talk television? Hey, how's it going? Okay, so I might not be flying solo today. My son just came home, but he came home with friends, so I'm not sure if he's going to help me. So it might just be me here. Food Talk TV, welcome, welcome. We're making chicken time. I'm Daphne Brogdon, formerly of Food Network, and now presently of Food Talk TV. Oh, right. How's it going? How are you enjoying your hump day? Mine's going pretty good. How's the weather there? For me, it's, glad you asked. Thanks for asking. It is, you can definitely see autumn. Autumn is in the air. I have a full house today, so you might hear a lot of noise. We've got workers, got somebody blowing their nose over there. It's all kinds of glamorous. All kinds. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear it. Rex? Strangely doesn't want to help his mother when there's friends around. Okay, so here's my first question. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm still working with this new mic, and I want to make sure you guys can hear me. All right, you'll let me know. Here we go. So we're cooking. We're going to be cooking chicken with thyme and all kinds of things. People are coming in. Keep tapping the screen. This is the longest running live cooking show in TikTok history. It's historic. This is part of a historic brand. Hey, you want to just look really fast? Tell me. Okay, Rex is here. Going to make a cameo helping me out.
Hi.
Okay, so let me know if, is the sound good? I just want to make sure that my mic is working.
All right, let us know. How's it sounding? How's it looking?
So, Rex, if you remember when I made that thyme chicken the other night for you and Vivian and you liked it so much?
Yeah, it was delicious.
I'm doing it again. Little changes, but that's what I'm doing. So this is a crowd-pleasing, full meal, good dinner time. It's got chicken, it's got grain, it's got vegetables, it's got everything you want, and it's definitely on the healthy side. So let's start it off by doing, I'm going to do one of Rex's favorites, sweet potato. So, Alexa, turn off. You're bugging me. Sweet potato, of course, is probably the world's greatest food. When I used to produce a medical show, Dr. Dean Adele, we used to do health quizzes. And God, I should bring that back. The number one best food you can have for yourself is sweet potato because of the beta carotene and so forth. The second, distant second, but it is the second, is carrot, which will also be in the meal today. So let's see, Rex has already abandoned me, but, that's what happens. Kids grow up. You can't keep the kid on the farm or on the TikTok channel with their mom. Probably already cut that. So I want to, like all people, I love crispy food. Doesn't everybody love crispy food? I thought I had my knife out. But why not make it a healthy crispy food? And that's where the sweet potato comes in. So we're just going to make some easy sweet potato fries. The key, of course, you got to cook them a while, and you've got to cover them with olive oil. Thank you for coming in, Sweet Pea. Wow, this one's hard. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it easy on myself. I'm going to nuke it. I was going to do that afterwards. Might as well do it beforehand. Hey, cooking doesn't have to be perfect. You just got to make something and keep making it up as you go. So let's move on to the green beans. Now, green beans are a little controversial in my house in that one of my kids doesn't like them, and I'm forever forgetting which one doesn't like them. And then I think I ask Vivian, and she tells me it's Rex that doesn't like them. Yeah, I think that's right. But I like them, but Vivian and I find that we like them if they're crispy. I don't like the soggy, soft green beans. I like them more how you get them in Chinese restaurants. Hi there. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining, Sweet Pea. Thanks, everybody, for coming on in and sharing your afternoon or early evening with me, depending upon what time zone you're in. I'm in Los Angeles, so it's 2 o'clock. And I have to go back to Italian class tonight. I'm kind of dreading it just because it's so hard. But I'm trying to be brave and to continue on. Rex, anything I should see?
Sweet Pea 4104 said, how are you? doing today.
Oh.
I'm in EST.
Oh, Eastern time. Okay, so you're ready for dinner, so you could like cook along with me and you'd be ready for dinner, or do you have other dinner ideas?
This is some good crispy chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're the one that doesn't like green beans, right? I got that right?
Right.
You think I have
Sweet peas
18
in Vermont.
Oh, Vermont. I've never been to Vermont. I would love to go.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I do enjoy hearing Bernie Sanders. I think he's always, even when I didn't vote for him, I liked the way he talks. Anyway, so let's see here. How you doing? Oh, good, good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I did my live. So my channel is my name, Daphne Brogdon. And there I don't do as much cooking. Although, oh, wait a minute. You should check out a video I just did, which is about a great hidden foodie spot in Los Angeles that a lot of people don't know, that I know about. And it's so funny. I was there. It's this great, gosh, you can just get everything from pans to chocolates there. And my late husband, he used to buy equipment from them sometimes. It's called Surface. And it's not in like a hip neighborhood at all, but it's really great. And I went, wait a minute, this is just a TikTok waiting to happen. So I did a little TikTok. So if you ever come to LA and you care about food, and if you're watching the show, you probably care about food, you should check it out. Okay, so I've put olive oil in a saucepan. Wait a minute. It's not going to be that dynamic to look at, but maybe we can adjust it a little bit here. And I'm going to just, I've stemmed, and I'm ripping the green beans in half because I'd like them to be a little smaller. So I owned restaurants, as some of you might know. And one of the things you always got to think about with restaurants is not only the taste, but how is it going to look on the plate, and how are people going to eat it? Okay, so this is going to be a fork, and this is going to need a spoon. Again, like you don't want to give them a meal that's like they're going to need a knife and a fork and a spoon, and you got to make it somewhat easy. So because I'm thinking of how this is all going to come together in the end, I want my green beans to be a little smaller. So great. You can see that. Oh, Marianne's here. Thank you so much for the gift, Marianne. How are you doing? I'm okay. I'm good. Comerciante. Buenas noches. Buenas noches to you. That's great. Oh, God, wait a minute. Okay, because I'm learning Italian. Buon pomeriggio. Buon pomeriggio, which means good afternoon. They don't say it that often. They usually just say prego. But prego. Prego. Come on in. All right, so. Oops. I lost a bean. A little bit of salt. Okay, so we've softened up our sweet potato. Hopefully. Ooh, hot potato, hot potato. That's where the game comes from, right? So I already have the oven going. Let's see if this is easier to cut now. This thing's a monster, this sweet potato. You can hear the sizzling of the green beans. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God. Has anybody tried one of those tripods that they say that it'll follow you? That would be a good thing, since I think I'm destined to not have any more help on my lives. Here we go. So you could parboil them. You could stick them in a microwave. I put this sweet potato in the microwave for 3 minutes. Okay. Of course, now it's hot, hot, hot. Come on into FoodtokTV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. And I guess TikTok is gonna get to stick around. So these are more medallions than what do you call it? Fries. I didn't really cut them as fries. All right, let's put those in. This was supposed to be a treat for my son who's helping me, but he's not helping me. So now I'm not going to make that many. Douse them with some olive oil. And they're so sweet. Talk about nature's candy. They're so good. Oh, wait, I'll finish it off. I won't punish him for wanting to enjoy his friends. He took the PSAT today. Wait, yes, they were. Oh, they do work? Okay. Oh, what are you making? Gosh, yes, of course. I'm making chicken thyme. Chicken thyme. Like with the herb. It's going to be a boneless, skinless chicken. Here, I'll make these the other way that I had wanted. Boneless, skinless chicken with green beans, carrots, sweet potatoes. It's going to be a whole good, yummy, complete meal. And with pearl couscous, which is one of my favorites to work with. All right. Are these too big? Yeah, these are too big. You want them more like fingers, so then they're crispy. Okay, those green beans are sounding good. They're getting the look that I want. Excellent. I've really been enjoying these clips that a guy who in Argentina, saw my show, Daphne Dishes, which it's still playing in South America. I'm like, wouldn't that be, I've never been to South America, wouldn't that be fun if I go to South America and I'm like recognized? I'm like, oh, then I'd have to learn Spanish, which I've also tried that too, but I gave it up once I fell in love with an Italian, because I barely know English, so it's tough. All right, some more olive oil. Massage, massage. Marianne, thank you. Yay, tap, tap, tap. Yes, tap the screen. Thank you for being here, Marianne. We have such great loyal Food Talk viewers, but we're happy for any newbies that come by. You can always find different great food creators here. Okay, so I've made them kind of all different looks. I'm just going to put them in the oven, because those will probably cook for the duration. The green beans are almost done. Those are pretty darn good. Yeah, I want a little, here, let me show you. So what I'm going for here is I like this kind. I call it more like, oops. Come back. A little more crispy there. All right, so I had these carrots lying around, and since I got one kid that likes green beans, and one kid doesn't like green beans, one kid doesn't like carrots. So sometimes I gotta, you know how it is as a mom, you're a short order cook. I watched that show religiously. Oh God, Marianne, I knew I loved you. I'll have you know, can you still watch on Discovery Plus? No, good question. It's not on Discovery Plus anymore, but it is available on Amazon. You can, yeah, you gotta pay for them. But it is available on Amazon. Yep. I think maybe the Apple Store too. I'm not sure. But Marianne, I love that you used to watch it. Oh, that makes me so happy. Glenda said, glad to meet you. Oh, I'm glad to meet you too, Glenda. And thank you for tapping, and thank you guys for being here. Yeah, so Marianne, you probably heard my tale of woe when I was like, oh, I really, coming out of losing my husband, and I thought, I want to start cooking again. I want to be creative again. And I said to my kids, well, they were like, well, just do it. Do it on YouTube, Mom. And I'm like, but when I had my show, I had a staff, I had a producer, I had lighting, I had makeup, I had a hair, it was all that, food producer, blah, blah, blah. They said, nobody cares about that. They just care about you being authentic. So, okay. So I started doing it, and I have my little Daphne Dishes again on YouTube, and then started doing TikTok, and some TikToks, and then FoodtokTV reached out to me. So it's definitely a learning curve to do this all on my own, but it's great. And I love having a place to regularly cook and connect with people. Obviously, it's best if you can connect with people in person, but I think the second best is on TikTok. There's some nice people. And certainly, FoodtokTV is great people. Okay, so now the green beans look how I want them. Right? But that makes me so happy, Marianne, that you watched it. So some of my kids were little, and it's so funny because one of the running gags was always, in real life and in the show, about how my son Rex was forever losing his shoes. And yesterday. He's 16 now. He's a junior in high school. And my fiance took him to school, and he said that Rex had walked out to the car and said, oh, wait a minute, I forgot my shoes. I was like, oh, he's still my little boy. Okay. So just set those green beans aside because I'm making these things individually, but they're all going to come together. Okay. So I'm going to use that hot oil as a jumping off for my pearl couscous. Pearl couscous is either called pearl couscous or it's also called Israeli couscous. It was invented in the late 40s after the advent of Israel, where the prime minister, who's it, David Ben-Gurion, said that they didn't have enough rice, but they had wheat. So they were like, make something. So this was kind of made to have I like it more, to me couscous is I like the texture of this. But I've noticed that they call it pearl couscous instead of Israeli couscous now a lot in stores. I don't know, maybe because they're trying to not be political or whatever. I just know I like it. I just think it tastes good. So I'm going to make a cup of this. It always goes, there's rarely ever any left over. All right, and then I'm going to, I've got this peeled fresh ginger. Fran's here! Far out. Now the party can start. Oh, Marianne, thank you for the laughs. Hi, Fran's here. Yep. Okay, good. I'm going to... Wait a minute. I have to remember where I'm looking. Okay. Here we go. So I'm grating some fresh ginger. And there's a little oil in there, so you want to put some olive oil or some butter to start toast the pearl couscous. And ginger is also a really healthy food too, really good for you. Okay, and some garlic. Because why not? Fran, oh my, I got sick other than, oh. What are we making? Great, thank you for coming in, Yellow Red. I am making chicken with thyme. It's chicken time. Chicken with thyme, green beans, pearl couscous, carrots, sweet potatoes. So I'm making these all individually, but it's all going to beautifully come together. I made a version of this the other night for my kids, and they were all like, this is great. Oh, and I forgot, it's topped with a sauce, a little sauce too. Don't let me forget the sauce. Last week, I realized I forgot to put the rice vinegar and soy sauce on my meal, even after having said, and then you finish it with rice vinegar and soy sauce. Okay, so I'm going to throw that in. Yeah, I should try one of those. Okay, so it's getting toasty. So here's what I want to show you what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so it started off kind of blonde, and we want it to be a dark blonde. Okay, don't do it too long. And the garlic is fragrant. I don't want it to get bitter. I don't want it to burn. So we're going to do two. No, this is one. So like rice with the pearl couscous, you just want to double the liquid. And I am a big fan of either like bouillon cubes or bouillon paste. This one's already open, so I'm going to use this. I really feel like I just got burned using the cans of broth. They always went bad, so I've given up. Given up on the cans of broth. Okay, we're going to add that. And then we can cover it, and I can leave it alone. And that's a good thing. I could do this all my Martha Stewart imitation. I do a pretty good Martha Stewart imitation. Let's see here. Yeah. So a lot of people like to have rice. I find I get tired of rice. So that's why I wanted to try some pearl couscous. And that's a good thing. And scene. There we go. I was thinking I should work on my Anid Gardner. What's her name? The Barefoot Contessa. Why is she the Barefoot Contessa? Is that because her catering business was called that? Anyway, because I don't want to think about her and her bare feet. It bums me out. Her or Jeffrey's. Green beans, carrots. Let me go on with the carrots. It's hard having my, oh good, I got some smiles. Ina Gardner, that's right. Thank you, Marianne. From my, okay, now I gotta move this back a little. From my stand-up background, it's hard to perform without hearing any, haha, ooh, you know, if you don't know how to react. When you're live on TikTok, you kind of gotta guess how things are landing as opposed to knowing how they actually are. But come on in, we're making chicken time with pearl couscous, lots of vegetables. I started peeling this garlic, but I don't know why. No, I needed to finish the carrot. There we go. Stay with me, stay with me. So I've got my trusty mandolin, and I'm slicing the carrots thin. Yum, yum, yum. So we've got a lot of things that have natural sweetness in them, like the sweet potato, like the carrots. When possible, you know, I would not say I'm a health nut by any means, but I would like to cook with whole foods and not add additives or too much sugar or anything like that. So we're going to cook these up pretty easy. And also just going to use a little olive oil. You might have caught on to the fact that I don't like soft, mushy, unflavorful vegetables. I mean, how many times growing up, I mean, we'd get, you know, those vegetables, steamed vegetables, no flavor. No wonder we didn't want to eat them. So, yeah, cook them in a pan with olive oil. Suddenly that stuff you dreaded is delicious. No, it's not hot enough. Never put things in a pan until the oil is hot. I know it's tempting, but don't do it. Anecdote I've told before, but I'll tell you again. So my husband, Mark Peel, when he was first working for Wolfgang Puck, who was his mentor, he, you know, they were in the rush of dinner service, and Mark had the pan, put the oil in, and put whatever ingredient was in, and the oil wasn't hot yet. And Wolfgang grabbed the pan and, like, threw it across the kitchen. Don't ever put anything when the oil's not hot. He never forgot it, and I never forgot it. When he told me the story later. Marianne, did you grow up in California? I sure did. Culver City, laying down my gang sign. Dolores is here. Hey, Dolores. Oh, I love Dolores. Dolores, I'm making chicken with thyme, with green beans and carrots and pearl couscous, and it's going to have a little green onion sauce on top. I think it'll be good. I like your apron. Thank you. Well, we all have them here at Food Talk TV, longest running live cooking shows in TikTok Christendom, in the TikTok world. There we go. Great. Keep tapping the screen, you guys. Don't make me be the one food creator that doesn't get as many taps, because we have some very popular food creators here. All right. And most of the time at 4 o'clock Central, you will find one of us cooking live here. I'm here on Wednesdays. I'm your hump day dinner chef. That's a claim to fame. All right, there we go. So, the carrots are in. Carrots, olive oil, kosher salt. You don't need much more. That'll carry you a long way. Kosher salt. You don't need much more. That'll carry you a long way. I get so much spam. They're always trying to sell me solar panels. I've taken them to telling them that I've sold my house. I'm like, look, I've sold my house. Because they don't stop. I haven't sold my house. But I don't want the solar panels. Okay, so while that's going, because that won't take too long. You know, I'm going to put a lid on that just to expedite. So we're making a really yummy chicken dinner here. Chicken with thyme, green beans, pearl couscous. How's that? Is that flame too low? Yeah, I think the flame's a tad little low on that one. I'm up because every time I look down, I go, oh boy, I don't like that. I don't like that me looking down look. All right, thank you so much, Ollie. Thank you for tapping, Desolate Creature. Thank you so much. Keep tapping the screen. We really appreciate it. And the rewards. Good job. Geez, I think I forgot to set my rewards up. Well, you know, throw us some rewards. There we go. Can you guys? Oh, good. You can see it. So here's one carrot that's starting to get a little brown, which is nice. We're kind of caramelizing the carrots, really. That looks nice. Now, if I wasn't going to be using this pan over and over again, if you had somebody really with a sweet tooth, what's also nice is you could do like a little red pepper honey on the carrots. That's fun, a little spice and sweet. I'm not doing that today, though, but that could be fun. All right, let's get the chicken, but I don't want the chicken to touch other things. Let me make sure it's all set up for my poultry fingers. Okay, let's go over this. I've got sweet potatoes with olive oil in the oven. I already crisped up the green beans. They're on the platter. The couscous is in progress. This is in progress. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the scallions before I contaminate it with chicken. See? Thank you. I'm glad we worked this out. We're thinking ahead here. So what's the vegetable that your folks made you eat or that you didn't want to eat when you were a kid that periodically you had to eat? I think for a lot of people, let's see, that's like beets or whatever. What did I have to? I don't know if it was anything in particular. I just hated how they were cooked because they were always undercooked. Do you remember, if you're my age, I remember when I was a kid, the first Bush, George Bush, famously said he didn't like broccoli, so he didn't want it, and all the broccoli farmers freaked out. Well, the funny thing is, my middle sister loved broccoli. And I think that was the first time I ever saw somebody so enthusiastic for a vegetable. See, there we go. Athlete says broccoli. Oh, Marianne, I still hate turnips. I still don't like turnips. Yeah. Marianne, who inspired you to cook? That is such a sweet thing to ask. Well, I was inspired when I was 9 years old and my mother said, I'm not cooking for you guys anymore. So it was survival of the fittest. So me and my sisters had to figure it out. So I always had to cook. But then, of course, being married to a professional chef took my game to another level. Okay, so you see these carrots? So I'm putting them on my progress platter here. This is my progress platter. I learned so much, of course, from Mark Peel. And owning restaurants with him and doing catering. And then I ended up doing some of my own pop-ups and catering with a friend of mine, actually. And so it was, I guess necessity would be the first answer, what inspired me to cook. But good question. But yes, turnips. Broccoli, good. I kind of got a little... Right now, a lot of people are showing recipes for broccoli soup. I don't like broccoli soup. To me, it smells like a fart. I'm good with broccoli, but I don't really like broccoli soup. Birdie, my mom did that at 11, and I'm just now learning to cook. Did you really? Isn't that funny? It's so funny because my kids are 16 and 20, and I'm still cooking for them. And I'll say, do you realize how lucky you are? I was in grade school, and my mom stopped cooking. So that's Birdie, how have you been getting by without cooking? Okay, so you can see the progress here. You can see where I'm going here with this. I like the crispy vegetables. Oh, you know what my man made last night, which was great? and I have to do it for y'all. He did this little sauteed fennel, and I was kind of like, okay, must be an Italian thing. It was delicious. It was a revelation. I'm going to make it next week. Somebody remind me. All right, let's check the couscous. Nope, it's in progress. Oh, I'm cutting green onions. Alexa, play Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs. Why isn't she playing? I wanted the music to go with my green onions. I guess I'm learning more detailed recipes. I just did quick ones all my life. Well, sure, sometimes that's all you got. That's okay. Boomer lady. Funny, I don't like broccoli, but love broccoli soup. Interesting. Maybe, anything kind of creamy and delicious. I'll give broccoli soup another chance. I don't know why I go, broccoli soup. And it is soup season. It's time to start making the soups. Alexa, play Green Onions.
All right. Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs from Daphne Spotify.
I can't start cutting the green onions until Green Onions comes on. I mean, what a good song. I remember when I first heard this song, I was like, oh my God. And it's one of those things where you're like, oh, the band must have made tons and tons of songs that I would love. I don't think so, though. Isn't that disappointing? Like, I remember as a kid when Haircut 100, they had a big hit, and I thought, oh, I'm going to love the whole album. I didn't love the whole album. I'm losing my green onions here. And it's so funny how green onions cut become scallions. I love a corn chowder. Oof, I love a corn chowder. Maybe I'll make that soon. I couldn't imagine not cooking for my family. I know, right? I know, it's how we show love too, right? It's such a togetherness thing. So it's interesting, Bertie, you talk about simple recipes. When I went away to college, and at my college, we didn't have dorms. We actually had little kitchens, which was great. That also made me have to cook. My mom gave me this book. I think I have it somewhere. French Cooking in 10 Minutes. Simple little recipes. And it really did help. There was just a few little things to do there. Okay, so let's put these away. How are we doing, Tom? I'm doing okay. What a great song. It reminds me when I lived in San Francisco. Tony, thank you for joining. Come on in. We're cooking chicken thyme with vegetables and pearl couscous, and we're talking about what vegetables did you not like as a kid? Oh, and then the second part of that question, but do you like them now? Or is there a way you have found that you can like them? I got to really think about that turnip thing. Okay. Chicken. So I'm doing better with keeping my chickens. Some of you know I have 6 chickens in my backyard, and they love to come out and do some free range, but I can't let them do it because they keep coming into my garden and they've destroyed some of my plants. So now we have a new routine that was instituted and formalized by my Italian fiance, so I have to do it in Italian, which is fine because I need to learn Italian anyway. Hey, Chita Pie, I'm so glad to see you. I'm making chicken thyme. So let the chickens out, and then I have to wait at the bottom of the stairs for about 15 minutes. And then I have something for them, maybe leftover rice, some food, and I make a sound. I tap the thing, and I go, piccola gallina, gallina, because that's what you call chickens. And you don't call that chickens you eat, but you call chicken the animal. Okay, and then choo, choo, which means down. They're supposed to come down. So gallina, choo, choo, choo. So then I throw the food in, and then they all come in. But if I don't do it exactly like that, they're like, nah, they don't come in. All right, so here we have some very uninteresting chicken breasts. I am usually like, oh, chicken breast sucks. Chicken thighs are so much better. They're so much more flavorful, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but we're going to make this chicken breast good. So one way we're going to do it, if anybody ever tries to serve you one of these big honking things, no, we're going to cut it. We're going to cut it slimmer. fact, these are so thick. The ones I had the other night, they were a little thinner. I butterflied them. Maybe I'll pound these. I think I'm going to pound them. Hey, Mama T's here. I always butterfly chicken. Oh, good for you. Yeah. Good for you, Jenna Pie. Desolate creature, you and your husband are a perfectly cute couple. Oh, thank you. Well, maybe if you're talking about from my Food Network show, my husband unfortunately passed, and now I'm with my Italian fiance. Maybe you mean him, because I've dragged him on this sometimes. Whoever it is, I'm half of a cute couple. I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. So Mama T's show is going to be on 2 hours after mine. So go and see what she's making. Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to not touch the screen with my chicken. Yay. Oh, yes, the Italian guy. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, Fran, thank you. Our first rewards of the day. I'm not good. I'm not the good Jerry Lewis telethon thing here. I should be hawking for more rewards. Thank you so much, Fran. We really appreciate your support. Everybody loves Fran Diego. Yeah, he's pretty great. Let me tell you what he did, which was like heart. I love you so much. He cleaned my gutters this weekend. I don't need a fancy meal. I don't need a fancy present. I need a man who's going to clean my gutters. So I was very pleased. Very pleased. Okay, what's happening with the couscous? I'm going to lower it a little bit. Oh, it's pretty low. I hate undercooked couscous. Okay, so we're going to pound it. And yes, I could be using saran wrap, but I just feel like it. So one of the key things about making this chicken flavorful is pounding it, okay, seasoning it, and cooking it hot. Cooking it in a very hot oil. Ooh, wait, I gotta check the stuff in the oven. I don't know about these. These are my sweet potatoes. I'm checking my sweet potatoes here. Oh yeah, well they're coming along. They're softening up, but I want them crispy. I might throw a little more oil on them. Okay. I mean, those would be fine, but they'll be better if they're crispy. That's the theme of my meal today. Lots of crispy vegetables. Heck yeah, unload the groceries, put together the gadgets. I buy from Amazon, yeah. Although I've told you I'm trying not to buy from Amazon because I think Jeff Bezos is rich enough. Okay, so I'm pounding both sides of the chicken. And I better use the flat side because I don't want the chicken to get all piecey and weird. Yeah, I think they call that love language an act of service. I'm all about I love receiving the act of service. Alexa, stop. Now we're getting into some weird 60s thing. I don't want to do it. All right, that one's good. This is good. They're big. These chicken breasts are big. Okay, so I do a little bit of the sharp, and then I do the flat. Yeah, but anyway, it was cute because Gio, after he had finished all the cleaning the gutters, he said, "Now I really feel like I am your husband." And I'm like, fine with me. Let's call that the ceremony. I don't need to go to Vegas, ever. Oh, you know, the other thing, of course, taking in any dead animals. That's another good man chore. Yeah, desolate. Oh, you sweet. Are you afraid of salmonella? No. I mean, because I'm going to clean everything. As soon as I'm done with stuff that touches the chicken, I throw it in the sink so I don't worry about contamination. And wash my hands and blah, 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 and all that jazz. Okay. But you do have to be conscious of it, 100%. So this is a mix of, you can just use thyme, but I put this, this is something I'd gotten, actually, I'll do both so you can see it. What happened to my little cup here? I had my little cup of thyme. My little cup of thyme. Where are you, little cup of thyme? Oh, here it is. It's hiding behind the olive oil. Are you playing hide and seek again? That thyme. Okay, so here's some thyme. But I found this, and I love picking up rando spices, different places. This is thyme, oregano, basil, marjoram, parsley, onion, garlic, black pepper, cinnamon, nutmeg, lemon peel. So I thought, why not? Let's do a little of this. So obviously you can't double dip if you're touched poultry. Okay, so let's put this on hot. Move that. And let's do some oil. I'm just using regular canola oil here. And the idea of what I'm going to do, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and oh great, I just touched my face with it. So much for salmonella worry. Anyway, so I'm going to sear it, both sides, quickly. I want it to be golden brown, but then I'm going to finish it in the oven, and it's going to be moist. Have you tried the titanium cutting boards? No, I haven't. You're the second person to ask me about them, though. I'm very interested. We don't have to pump our own gas in New Jersey. It's against the law, but oh, how exciting. Says Marianne. In Oregon, the same. Karen, I'm making chicken with thyme and crispy green beans, crispy sweet potatoes, crispy carrots. It's all going to come together. I'm just getting to the chicken part. So, all right, so here's my thyme. I want to do a whole bunch. I really want to do a whole bunch. And kosher salt. And because of things like salmonella and stuff, that's why even though I have this bowl, I have this little spoon here so I don't get my dirty chicken hand in there. So one of the things that my kids, I think they liked about this recipe, this meal, was it was kind of salty. All right, so let's put we're just going to do one at a time here. So I'm putting the herb side down. And I'm putting more thyme on the other side. And some kosher salt. Okay, let's check our couscous. Oh, looking good. That's cooked through. I'm going to turn the flame off on the couscous, but I'm going to leave the lid on because a little more. Should I leave the lid on? No, I'm not going to leave the lid on. I'm going to let it evaporate. Okay, so we got the hot oil with the chicken, with the thyme, with the salt, pounded chicken breast. Metchup, no, only New Jersey, no Oregon with the self-serve. No, you're kidding me. Well, it tells you when last time I was in Oregon. That's a shame. That was a job creator. They are perfect, nothing sticks, and easy clean. Okay, I'm gonna look for those. Thank you. Are we talking about husbands or cutting boards? Great. This live got 2,600 more likes in the past 5 minutes. Wow. That's great. And that wasn't just from me tapping. That's fantastic. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for laughing at my joke. Because as a stand-up, because I'm a former stand-up, almost, and a former basic cable superstar, so let me show you my new pan. So if you go to my channel, Daphne Brogdon, please give me a follow. I'm 95 people from getting over the 10,000 mark. All right, look at this beautiful half pan I just got at Surface Culinary District in Los Angeles. I mean, you won't ever see it this clean again. So, do you ever do this? You get a brand new pan and you're like, I'm going to use parchment and foil and I'm going to keep my pan looking pristine. Yeah, it never was. The new car smell always goes away. But while I'm thinking about it, I'll throw some parchment down. Okay, I think we can turn the chicken. Oh, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Okay, can you guys see it? No, the handle's in the way. Here. Okay, that is exactly the kind of crispy, yummy, restaurant-ready sear I want on this chicken. Oh, thank you, Fran. You're the best mod. They never stay that clean ever. Oh, hey, Babs is here. I got to wash my hand while I'm thinking about it. Because that's the one that touched the chicken. Yay, Babs. Babs, I'm making a chicken time. Oh, thank you, Martizim. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it will be good. Okay, so I just did a minute on the other side. That's it. We're going to stop right there. And again, this is not, so it's still, it's not cooked. It's not cooked. You got to put it, and that's what I put in the oven. Now, why do I put it in the oven? I do that for 2 reasons. Count them, 1, 2. I do it, 1, because you're going to end up having a really nicely cooked chicken where it has that crispy stuff on the outside, crispy, but inside it's soft and just cooked enough. Not overcooked, not undercooked, just cooked enough. The other reason I do that is that has to do with my restaurant training, because when you make steaks and meats and stuff like that in restaurants, they finish them off in the oven because you have to time all the tables entrees at the same time. Okay, so now I'm going to pick this up. Next piece of chicken. I'm going to put it in the hot oil. There's enough. There we go. And now we're going to add some more thyme. And salt. And again, I got my little scooper, what I got at this adorable little Danish store in town. Oh, if you ever can get to Copenhagen, boy, a chef friend told me, oh, you got to go to Copenhagen, you're going to love it. Boy, was she right. I love Copenhagen. All right, so while this cooks, I need to start my sauce, because that's going to bring it all together. But I also need to toast these pecans. So actually, I am going to, in the interest of time, time, get it? Because I'm making chicken time. I'm going to evict this chicken, and we're going to finish that. I can finish that one later. All right, so pan with a little oil, and I'm putting some chopped nuts. Boy, when you go to the store, one thing that gives me a heart attack is the price of nuts. Boy, it's expensive. I was thinking, oh, I'll get a big bag of chopped pecans. I ended up with this little one. I was like, that's going to be like a whole paycheck there. Copenhagen, I wish, Babs, I can't encourage you enough to go to Copenhagen someday. There's something about Danish design, like the whole society is designed. First of all, everybody's gorgeous. You go in to buy something, and you're like, I'm sorry, you're gorgeous, and you're gorgeous, and everybody's gorgeous. You can bike. It's safe. It's like midnight, and you're biking around town. The Design Museum is so much fun. They have this whole little museum. It's the original amusement park, Tivoli Park, which was Walt Disney's inspiration for Disneyland. But Tivoli is even better because my kids were, on some ride, and I can sit there with a gin and tonic. That's sophisticated living. That's the way to go. Anyway, highly, highly recommend. Oh, and I didn't even get to the baked goods. I think I gained 10 pounds I've never lost again from when I went there. My son and I were on a mission to find the best cardamom roll. So we went to bakery after bakery. I mean, I know there's other countries that are supposedly like it with baked goods. Denmark. All right, let's see. Where are we going? Oh, Michael says, please keep sharing the live. You're so sweet. I love it. All our buddies are here. I thought it was for even cooking. Yes, for sure. Even cooking. Even cooking, but I feel like it doesn't, you don't overcook. For restaurants, it's about the timing, too. It's a lot about timing. Okay, this has poultry on it, so we will remove that. And I got to get rid of this. I have to put this stuff in the sink right away when I've used chicken because I might forget. So I'm just going to kind of toast these up. You could, of course, also put the nuts in the toaster oven. I'll turn this heat up. Okay, the chicken's cooking. This is cooking. I think we're almost at assemblage. Sauce. That's it. Okay, give this another minute, and then we'll get to the sauce. And we should be all right. Very exciting. Thank you for joining me, Daphne Brogdon. Give my channel a follow and keep following Food Talk TV. Anytime you come here, you're going to see a different food creator. We all have our own, voice, style, and you can learn from everybody. And it's fun. And we love having the company. We love our Food Talk TV community. We've got such great people, and people who come again and again know each other as well. Oh, Marianne, you've given me some jack-o'-lanterns. You're giving Food Talk TV jack-o'-lanterns. Thank you so much. And if you ever want to see, I do a totally different kind of live on my channel at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I do Polite Politics. Marianne, you are so generous. That is so, so kind of you. We really appreciate it. Oh, okay. So I know they're ready because I can smell them. Because they smell right. That's it. Very, very simple. Okay. I can't use that. I have to use a different one. Yay, I'm remembering what I've used. Pecans, they get toasty really fast. Let's take these out. Yikes, this cooked faster than I had anticipated, I'll be honest. Do I want to use this pan? I don't know if I want to use this pan. I think it's too hot. I think it'll be dangerous. Just because it'll affect my sauce. So I'm not going to use it. Okay. We're in the final frontier. We're in the sauce. So start with some butter. Butter, butter, more butter. The French were not wrong about butter. So it's funny, Italians don't cook with butter. And when I use butter, system butter, Italians are like, what are you, French? Because the Italians hate the French. Who knew? Because in America, we're like, oh, French, Italian, oh, aren't you guys all the same? You guys care about food and wine? And like, no. Why did you toast the nuts in oil as opposed to dry roasting them? I could have done either. It was partly, it's a function of I want to do stuff that's in front of you, and to dry roast them, I would have had to turn my back and open up and be my ugly whatever. That's right. I mean, it's kind of, I think if I was making a snack that people were going to eat, I would definitely dry roast them because you don't want to be like oil, because nuts already have oil. But this is almost just sort of like a crunchy garnish that I'm doing, so I don't think it matters. Very good question, Marianne. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so now we've melted the butter, and we're going to throw in our scallions. Remember when we did those before? And I have my weird issue with onions. I can never have raw onions, so I always have to cook my onions. Now, this recipe, when I first made it, I had also thought to put some tomatoes in here, but I was so disappointed. I don't know if you find this. I find this a lot at the grocery store. I just don't like the tomatoes. Oh my God. There was one that got brought into this house. I have to show you this thing. This is a hockey puck. This has, and it is going to have zero flavor. Oh, getting back to my question. What vegetable did you not like as a kid? being winter chicken dinner, I just remembered it was tomatoes. I hated tomatoes. My mom was always eating tomatoes. I hated them. And it wasn't until I started, when I was producing the Dr. Dean Adele show, and he actually said how if you have cooked tomatoes, they're healthier than raw tomatoes because the lycopene gets released and so forth. And then when I met my husband, he would talk about how the sun-ripened, not a fancy tomato, like a ketchup tomato, how delicious it was. And that's the whole thing. And what Dr. Dean used to talk about is the reason also that these are not so great is that in order for them not to be mushy when they're packaged and sent to us, they pick them before they're ready. And this thing isn't ready, will never be ready, and it's not good. So if you do want to make this recipe with tomatoes, I would say, and in general, get a can of diced tomatoes. Because when you get a jar, the jarred tomatoes, they're more, they're ripe. Because they don't have to worry about them being soft. I think they have a lot more flavor. And that's brought to you by Canned Tomato Industry. Just kidding. Okay, what did I miss? Love tomatoes growing up, fresh out of the garden with a sprinkle of salt. Yes, well, if you were growing them from your garden, that would be the way to do it. I think that the grocery one is not good. Can you please move the hand that's blocking the something? Oh, you're right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Let's see. What else did I miss? Thank you, Kobe. Can you please... Why didn't you rinse the skillet out? Because I feel like flavors layer. Good questions. That the flavors are layered. Thank you. Thank you guys for your interaction and all that. Okay, so I don't want this to get too hot. Okay, so we've got the butter. And so now we're going to do the paste, my broth paste, which I love. Oh my goodness. That was tough. Okay, so this is where my scallions were. I want to taste one of my oily pecans. Kind of overcooked them a little bit. All right. All right, there's a teaspoon and some hot water here. I have my instant hot water heater, which I absolutely love, love, love. Great for making tea and coffee. Okay, I can hear the sizzle. It's going to get too hot soon, so I got to get this in here. Yeah, it was a little hot, a little too hot. Add a little more water. So I put the hot water in with the broth just so it would dissolve the broth paste. So about a quarter cup of water. It's about a quarter cup of water with the broth paste and the scallions. And let's turn that up to for evaporate, and we can start plating. And now we can all start bringing it together. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to pay attention. Oh gosh, you're so sweet. Well, bless your heart. Thank you. I need all the help I can get. I forgot the chicken. No, I think it's probably fine. All right, let's take it out. Look how good. Nice, right? Okay, we got the chicken. We got the crispy sweet potatoes, which is our side dish. Ah! There we go. Okay. So here was our, as we progress, plate. And now it's all going to come together. These were our crispy carrots, our crispy green beans. Okay, this is my pearl couscous, which I really love, which I made with some broth, some garlic. And then there's two minds. You can mix the carrot and the couscous. I'm not going to do that because then because if my daughter eats it, she doesn't like the carrots. So I'm going to put the carrots on the side. All right. And then, oops, I need a cutting board. I need another, I need another place. Let me see if I move this. Does that work at all? Do you guys see it at all? No, you don't see that at all. Oh, I'll just switch. I can switch for the moment. That's right. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Gas we have to pump ourselves. Oh, thanks a lot, Oregon. All right. Go. And then we're going to slice it like this. Yes. This is exactly how I wanted it to look. Which is, we've got the crispy, the herbs, and then it's just nice, white, tender on the inside. Put that on there. Okay, I'm just trying to plate like a perfect portion for you guys to see here. Okay. And then, what I like to do is put the green beans and the pecans, and then kind of chop those up. Okay, so now the green beans and the pecans have gone on top. Oops, okay, it's time. Go. Here we go, we go. You could use cream cheese for this. You could use cream. I almost had a heart attack when I saw how much cream cheese, I mean not cream cheese, cream is. And I was like, I already have sour cream, I'm using that. So I'm going to use a generous spoon of the sour cream. Oh, and I have this new whisk. Hold the phone. Wait till you see this whisk I got. I literally, see, you can tell I just bought it. I bought it at that gourmet store I was telling you about. I've been wanting a small whisk. So I'm just going to whisk this. You guys can see this, right? So this is broth, scallions, little garlic. Wait a minute, does it need salt? Yeah, I think it needs a little salt. My trusty dusty Danish salt spoon. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. So, look at that sauce. It goes great with everything. So now you see, okay, so this is the main event here. Oh, my little piece of chicken fell there, all right. And then we're going to pour this over. See, so all those little separate things we did, and then they all came together. And then I have the carrots. Okay. And then some crispy sweet potato fries here. Could plate this better, but I think I'm running out of time. Yes, I'm over time. So, over time with my chicken thyme. Let me review again what I did. So, we made pearl couscous with broth and garlic. We crispied up green beans with some oil, set them aside. But then we chopped them up with some roasted pecans and put them on top. The chicken is a breast that was butterflied and pounded, seared hot after having been covered in thyme and kosher salt, finished off in an oven. Then I also quickly cooked the carrots that had been sliced with by a mandolin slicer in a pan with some olive oil and just some salt. And it was good. Wait, let's do the final. Let's do a little. Down. Hard to make the perfect bite here. The couscous and all that. Oh, it's good, but I tell you, that sauce really pulls it together. It's really good. I like it. Thank you for joining me. Come back next week, 4 o'clock Central Time. And coming up, Mama T's. Mama T's Country Kitchen with a K. Check it out. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. What am I missing? Oh, it's chicken with thyme. Looks amazing. You know, it's really good. It's really good. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming to Food Talk TV. Oh, wait. That's not it. This is it. Oh, man. Where's my glasses? 2:58. That's awesome. Bye. Thank you guys so much. You're the best. Oh, and Kathy's here. Aw.